What's up friends, Chook here, and welcome back to Bit Heroes. Okay, it is Thursday. It is capture rate day. Let's do it. Alright, so let us change our runes over. And switch to capture rate. And switch to capture rate. And we are, yet again, going for the Driffin. Now, the new content has been out for like a couple of weeks now. And I've been doing all of my energy on World Boss. Still do not have one Hobbit foot. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's bugged. A lot of the time when I go to boss like this, nothing pops up and I have to go filter and I have to go tier all. And then they start popping up. But like tier 9 in the filter, now it might work because I've done like a reset of it. But a lot of the time it just doesn't show up. So I think there might be problems with World Boss. I know a lot of you have said that you're getting Hobbit feet, and then there's a hell of a lot of you out there as well that have got onto me and said that you're not getting Hobbit feet. So there might be a slight bug or something, but after, what, a couple of weeks of this new content being out and using all of my energy every day just on World Boss and not getting one, it seems like something's up. But, could be wrong. Let's check if we've got our fishing stuff today. We have. Okay, so we're going for Driffin. And then all we need, after we get Driffin, what am I doing hard? I'm used to doing raid 6. We're up to nearly 18,500 as well, which is awesome. After Driffin, all we need is 2 Hobbit feet. And we've got E3. E3? I'm thinking about idle heroes. We have 3 stable. Well, it's effectively E3. Walkham, which is great. And then we will focus, maybe we'll finally get Fatty. We'll just go like ham on Yeti and get him. So like we can knock that out and call it a day. But yeah, the Hobbit feet, man, I don't know. I don't know what's up with it, but a lot of people are having issues with not getting the drops. I mean, it could just be that they lowered the drop chance to an absurd amount. But you would think after a couple of weeks you would get one, right? Running energy every single day. But like I said, there are some of you out there that are saying that you're getting it. So, I don't know. I don't know. But again, in the comments, mention if you're getting it or not getting it. And, you know, it would be good to know kind of the percentage of people that are not getting any of the world drop familiar fusion materials. You know, the demon juice or the hobbit feet or whatever it be. Anyway, we're after Driffin. As we have been for a while. The son of a bitch does not want to come up. And then even when he does, we only have gold. So it might be a while till we get him. But, you know, we may as well keep trying. We can do Fatty as well. Maybe we'll do a few raid 2s. And then maybe we'll do some Yeti dungeons just to mix it up a bit. Because I am doing Driffin farm on Monday, I want to say. Whatever the other day. With item find 30% capture rate. I think it's Monday. So yeah, I just want to get this. I want to get this stabled 3 Walkham out of the way. So yeah, I am foregoing the. I think it's Monday. That's 30% item find, 30% capture rate, and 30% experience. So I am using that for Walkham. For Walkham for Driffin as well. So we'll do some Yetis. We'll do maybe 3 or 4 raids, and then we'll do some Yetis. And see how we go. Timmy Changa got Shade, so grats if you're watching. Okay, that is 1. Let's go for another. Yeah, so for capture rate days, after we get the... So let's say we get the Driffin, and somehow we get the 2 Hobbit feet, and we get the 3 stabled Walkham, which is great. Then we will go for Fatty and get him, and then he's done. And then I guess we'll probably go back to getting more Walkham stuff until we can do Heroic Raid 6. And then we might do Capture Rate on Raid 6 as well, Thursday on Raid 6 as well, hoping to get the boss. Because the boss with the 150 dewdrops, I think they're called, does make a pretty sweet tank, and we want that. So I've actually had a few people that have been lucky and got the boss. One person got him with gold, which is amazing, and then someone else got him with gems on normal difficulty raid, which is super lucky. So yeah, we do have the gems available to us now. If we quickly go to the shop, I did some more Overworlds. They were only like 50s and 40s and stuff, so I did like quite a few of them, like finished tutorials of some games and stuff like that. But I have now got over 1600. So even on, you know, on every other day when I'm just doing raid 6 for gear, if he does pop up, we do have the gems available to us. So technically we also have the gems to persuade a Driffin, but I'm not going to do that, as I've explained multiple times, because if I do that, I'll go down to like 1200 gems, and then if the boss does come up, I'm not going to have enough. So these guys and so Driffin and the duo robots from raid 4 and Wardy and all that for all the Walkham stuff will all be done with gold. Which granted does take longer, but you know, you got to keep those gems for those legendaries. They're pretty rare. So there was the thought of also going back to raid 1 to get the Oxla or Oxa or whatever the hell his name is, the elusive dude, to make Oxelroth or Oxelroth, whatever his name is, for the 60% block. But this new raid 6 fusion tank I was talking about has like 45% block, which is awesome. And also has, he attacks the whole team when he goes under 50% health for the first time. So I'm assuming that's per fight. So like if he went under 50% health against that, against the boss there, he would attack the whole team. Then this fight, if he's back over 100%, back over 50%, he falls under 50% this time, he'd attack the whole team. So that's pretty good. Getting a free attacking everybody is pretty sweet. You would have to be careful on that with that on PvP, because if you attack the whole team, you would technically attack the enemy player. And if they've got a pet that, you know, triggers on being hit, you could end up healing the team and stuff. But overall, it's a pretty sweet, you know, unique thing to have. That it procs, as a tank, it procs when you know, go under 50% health. It's pretty awesome. Anyway, so that's the capture rate plans. The Sunday plan, the item find plan will always just be the current tier stuff. So we can do raid 6 on hard. It's going to be a while till we can do it on heroic. I was talking to Eagle, and I was saying, hey man, like, you're obviously doing heroic and getting all this gear and stuff, like, what's the deal with TS and stuff? And he goes, ideally like 21k or, you know, above 20k manual stuff, and we're at 18.5, so we're a little bit off. William Porygon there, he's one of a good friend of mine from here, and he's on the Discord, an officer on the Discord and stuff. He's the guy that got Columbus on normal with gems. Lucky bastard. Anyway, yeah, so raid 6 heroic is a ways off, but once we start doing that, that will be great. We can potentially start getting sets and all that sort of thing. But we could start doing on the Sunday item find day, we could do world bosses, we could do trial/gauntlet, or expeditions if that comes back, when that comes back. Not if, it definitely will, I would think. Yeah, so rather than just doing tier 6, raid 6, sorry, on hard over and over and over again, if you would like me to mix it up with trials and gauntlet and world bosses and all the other like things that we can get tier 9 gear from, then I can do that. So let me know what you prefer. If you would prefer just to do raid 6 over and over and over again, or like a couple of raid 6s, a couple of world bosses, and maybe like a trial and gauntlet or something. Because I'm happy to do either. I'm going to do them all during the day anyway, so it doesn't really matter. It's more what you guys would prefer me to record and prefer you to see. Would you prefer to see? God, that was a bad sentence. But I'm pretty sure you understand what I'm trying to say. Hopefully. Alright. Come on, Driffin, you son of a bitch. Not even Sex Horse has come up yet, and you know how much Sex Horse loves this. I mean, look, Eagle's on a decrepit horse that's just... Maybe this was a sex horse once in a time, and it just got punished too hard too many times. And it's like, you know what? I give up. And it's turned into this. We have Dustwalker, which is not on a horse, to be fair. And then I'm on a, like, unicorn, like, rainbow horse. So clearly Sex Horse has some options. And you'd think he would be quite excited to come in and, you know, join his other sex horse brethren, you know, and hang out with the old faithful here and the new happy, excited rainbow blood here. But apparently not. Apparently not. All right, let's do one more. Maybe two more. I don't know. these go fairly quickly, so we've got some options. We only have 40 energy, I think, at the moment, so we can only do one Yeti, actually. So we'll do the Yeti after this. The Yeti dungeon, I should say. And then we'll come back to this, I guess. Okay, not much love from anybody, which is unfortunate. The music sounds very quiet compared to what it has in the past. I don't think I've touched the settings. Let me quickly check. No, it's where it's always been, so it must not be different. It just sounds quiet to me. Because yeah, the music's on 10, and the sound effects are on 6. So if you play with this on 100 and 100, it would just absolutely rape your ears so hard. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know, they've balanced the sound extremely loudly. I know when I play on my phone or tablet that I have it on like one volume, like one click up of volume, and it's loud enough. Okay, come on, Driffin. Come on. Damn it. So, I don't think I've ever had Kaleido pop up for Persuasion. I don't need him, so it doesn't really bother me. But I don't think he's ever popped up. And I've done Raid 2 so many times, man. Like, for all the Driffins and trying for... No, not Mimsy. I was trying for Bully, that's Raid 3. I've done Raid 3 and Raid 2 a bunch of times. And yeah, Kaleido's never popped up. So yeah, that's why I was saying, like, keep those 1600 gems, because when they finally do, when the bosses finally do pop up, it's a pretty rare chance for it to happen. And even rarer for the, you know, the elusive dudes. Like, you want to have those gems there to bribe, because it's a pretty good chance. Pretty rare chance, I should say. And you know, you want to get that definite 100% capture. Alright, here we go. Yeti, let's do it. I completely forgot about Fatty for a while. But I definitely want to get him. So, he's also a capture rate. May as well give it a shot. All the one-shots in here. And I've been building up a heap of... Oh, crushed. I've been building up a heap of bounties because I haven't been doing dungeons. The only time I've been doing dungeons is to get rid of the bounties when they get up to 8 or 9, which is what it's at now. To get them back down again. Like I said, I've just been throwing all my energy at World Boss. By throwing my energy at World Boss, it's been, apart from not getting Hobbit feet, which sucks, it has been somewhat useful and productive, because I've gotten quite a few pieces of gear. If we go here, I think I've exchanged some. I have exchanged some. I had 3 of this. I've exchanged 2 of them, but we got this and this from World Boss. I think we got... Oh, I think we got this and this and the weapon from the raid. And then I think this was from Trials Gauntlet. So from raid on hard, we've got 3. From World Bosses on normal, we've got 4. And from Trials Gauntlet, we've got 1. So, you know, not too bad, I guess. Could be better. Hey, Gobby. I won't throw gems at him if he comes up, which he didn't. He just got absolutely destroyed. But yeah, running heroic, raid 6 on heroic is where it's at, right? And Trials and Gauntlet on I think it's 500 that the tier that the sets and stuff will drop. That's where you want to be. And it's free to play and all that. It's pretty hard to get there. I won't be there for a while. But heroic, once all of my raid team start, you know, equipping and upgrading those tier 9 sets, or legendaries or mythics or whatever they be, the tier 9 equipment, that should boost me up a fair bit. I think Rev Me Up has already got fully decked out tier 9, which is crazy. I know that Eagle is... Well, let's have a look when we go back into raid. I know Eagle's upgrading the tier 8 set. So he's got tier 9, 3 out of 4 upgraded. Tier 9 fully upgraded. tier 9 fully upgraded, tier 8 fully upgraded. So he's got one more upgrade here and a full upgrade here to go, worth of TS. And then he's got both of these like full tier upgraded. So he's still got some TS to go. I know Duster's been busy with work, but he's got one tier 9, and I think that's about it. 2 tier 9s. So he's got a heap of TS to improve on. Chaos has 9, 8, 8, 9, 9, 8. So he's got a bit as well. We've got nothing because we're shit, right? And then as far as I'm aware, Rev Me Up has everything. He's got tier 9, 9, 9, 9, 8, 9. Okay, so he's got one here to go. So he's pretty much decked out with the new set and everything. So once all those guys upgrade their tiers and their pieces to tier 9, and I start upgrading, where am I? I'm down here. I start upgrading a few pieces, then, you know, that 18,500 will go up to nearly 20,000, you know, fairly soon, I would think. And then maybe I can try and do heroic on manual. But as I mentioned when the new content came out, it does take a little bit. You know, only the mega whales basically upgrade everything in the space of like a few days. Because you need a shitload of legendaries, right, to break down for those luminous stones, or what are they called? Beanstalks for this tier. You need a crap ton of them to upgrade everything, especially sets and mythics. So, you know, give it time. If you're in, you know, raid 5 and you can only do hard and you can't do heroic yet, yeah, you know, in a couple of weeks or whatever, you no doubt some people will start getting that tier 9 gear and will boost you up, and it should be good. And for everyone on my friends list, if I'm your top, like, most leveled friend, I apologize that that's my curse to hold, I guess, that you can't find anyone better than me. But I will be getting at least one piece of tier 9 fairly soon. So I've got all those tier 9 pieces in my bag that I showed you. I could exchange them all and upgrade like the chest or the head, and I will do so soon. I'm just waiting until I get maybe 1 or 2 more pieces. I'll get rid of all of that and then upgrade the helmet or the chest piece, as they are non-set or mythic tier 8. So they're the, you know, they're the first priority to replace. So I could get rid of like the offhand, and so say we're going to do the chest piece, right? I could get rid of the offhand and the helmet and the weapon and all that sort of stuff now and upgrade it right now. But I want to have those pieces in reserve just in case I, you know, don't get them again. Like I could get that weapon, the new weapon from the boss, and never get another weapon in tier 9. So I wait until I basically get multiples of the same type of equipment. So like 2 different helmets, for instance, and I'll just get rid of one and keep the other one. Or, you know, 2 different rings. I'll keep one ring and get rid of the other one. And that's the way I get rid of all of my gear, exchange all my gear for beanstalks for this tier to upgrade everything. I like to have one of each piece of equipment in my bag just in case I never get another one. But that's just the way I work. It does limit me. It does take more time because I've got pieces of gear there sitting there that I could exchange. But it's just a fail-safe. I don't know, it's one of those OCD kind of things, I guess, where I just can't get rid of things just in case. Alright, let's do one more. That'll take us 20 minutes, and that should be fairly good length. I try to keep these Bit Hero videos around the 20-minute mark. I think it's a good time. It's not too short, and it's definitely not too long, which is nice. Unfortunately, no offers or persuasions yet. Sounded like a jet engine just drove past my house, which was interesting. Speaking of jet engines driving past my house, not really, but I was in bed, it was like 12:30, so like half past midnight, like the other night, 2 nights ago I think it was, and there was like a convoy of utes, like pickup truck type things, probably 20 of them, that were just going up and down my street or my road at, I don't know what speed, because kilometers and miles and all that is different, but if you're a kilometer person, it's supposed to be 50 along this road, and they were going at least 90, 100 maybe down my road, and they would just go down and go to the roundabout and come back and again and again and again for about half an hour. And it was super fucking annoying because they were mad loud, and there was at least 20 of them. And, you know, it's nearly 1 o'clock in the morning, you're trying to sleep, and Got these assholes driving drag up and down the road all night. Well, for half an hour. I almost called the local police to be like, hey, can you send someone, like, these guys are being dicks, but I didn't want to be that guy, right? I'm not that old to be that guy. I got a few years until I get to the old, you know, complainy, whingy, call up noise complaint kind of person. But it was frustrating. So, there you go. Alright, we're almost to the end, and we've got absolutely nothing until Mr. Sex Horse could not refuse the lure of the old beaten warhorse and the new shiny new blood. Alright, let's go. Do you want to join us? Oh, son of a bitch. He taunted us. He's like, look at me. You want some of this? Yeah, you do. And then no. Tease. He's a tease horse. It's worse than a sex horse. Well, at least something came up with persuasion. And of course it was sex horse. I mean, what else was it going to be? It definitely wasn't going to be Driffin. And that might be it. No? Maybe there's a Driffin in here? Oh, we might have a last-ditch chance at Driffin. We don't. We don't. It's just sex horse. And nope, he doesn't want it either. Alright, well there you go. There is another capture rate day. No luck, but you know, gotta keep trying. We'll get it eventually. But let me quickly check my familiars and my fusion on Velk, just to make sure that I didn't pick up... No, I didn't. I didn't pick up a Hobbit foot somewhere. So yeah, still 8 for, I don't know, it feels like a month now that I haven't got a Hobbit foot. So if you, like I said at the beginning of the video, if you're still having trouble picking up Hobbit feet or Demon Juice or whatever they're called from the world bosses, and you haven't got any since like the new content came out, let me know in the comments, because I'd be super interested to see who is having trouble and who isn't, because there definitely seems to be something going on. Like I said, this is coming up now because I've done the reset of the filter, but every time I log in, it won't come up. I can spam this and it just will not come up. And then as soon as I reset, usually it's flooded with like 5 or 6 tier 9 options. So I'm having issues. If you are as well, let me know. Either way, that's it for now. Hopefully you enjoyed it. As always, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. And of course, like always, the very next raid after I stop recording, Driffin shows up. Let's hope for the best. If you like this video, click here to see another one just like it. If you're new to the channel and like what I'm doing, click here to subscribe and become the newest member of the Chicken Coop. If you really like what I'm doing, you can find a link to my Patreon in the description, where you can help support me and help the channel grow. You'll also find a link to the channel's Discord server where you can chat with me and other members of the Chicken Coop. And don't forget to hit that notification bell.